Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to our Enmolada class with Isabela. I hope you guys have a lot of fun today because I'm so looking forward to this recipe. And with that, Isabela, I'll hand it over to you.
Perfect. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another cooking class with Northgate. I'm your host for this evening. My name is Isabela, and welcome back, people who've been watching the classes, and new people, welcome. Very excited to be with you here today. For those of you who don't know me, I am a food photographer, I'm a chef and a food stylist, and I'm really excited to be here with you guys. It's a super easy recipe, so if you're cooking along, if you have any questions, place them in the chat. I'm always happy to pace myself. We're cooking live, so remind me if I need to slow down. And this recipe is really easy and really straightforward. Any questions we'll read them out. And yeah, let's get started. Let's get cooking, you guys. Today we are making enmoladas, okay? And we are switching it up a bit. We're doing enmoladas tradicionales, which are a chicken, shredded chicken filling. And we're also going to do a vegetarian filling with a sweet potato mash, which is delicious and is one of my favorite combinations. I know it can sound a little bit iffy, but the flavors combine so well together, okay? So we're gonna get started. And my mole hack for this class, because last class, sorry, we have a special guest in the door. Okay. Back to what we were talking about, enmoladas. So I have a quick hack because my last class we did mole from scratch, okay? But today, this is a weeknight meal. We wanna do something quick for the family. So what we're gonna do with my friends of MiMole, I buy these little mole packs, this is what it looks like, but this is what comes in it, which is basically a mole paste. It is Mole Negro de Oaxaca, Mole Negro Oaxaqueño, okay? Super simple, and I'm gonna start placing it in the, not yet. I just wanted to tell you that you only need 2 cups of water or 2 cups of chicken broth for your mole paste, okay? Today we'll be using 2 of these little packets for our enmoladas, okay? And remember, if you have any leftover mole is amazing on anything, roasted veggies, salmon, quesadillas, chilaquiles. Yes, question.
Do they have other types of moles?
They do. They have the other type of mole is mole rojo. Okay, so they have mole rojo and mole negro oaxaqueño. Okay, and we're gonna get started with our mole. That's what we're gonna do first because we need our mole to assemble our enmoladas. Okay, so I'm gonna place 2 of these packets in my little pot over here, and it's super easy to clean up, super easy to cook. So I'm gonna start here and I'm gonna place 2 of these packets, the paste, la pasta de mole, in here. And like I mentioned, you only need 2 cups of water, but I like to, and you can also use 2 cups of chicken broth or 2 cups of vegetable broth. I'm gonna use chicken broth because today I cooked my chicken for my enmoladas, okay? So that's a little pack number 1. Let's do pack number 2. And heat is on medium low heat, okay? We're only gonna cook this. We only want our mole to melt and we're gonna season it with a little bit of salt to taste, salt and pepper to taste, and that's it. So there you go, easy mole hack. I also wanna make this, these mole chicken wings that I saw instead of buffalo wings, but with mole. That's gonna be, might make them with the mole negro instead. Y saludos a nuestros amigos en Texas. Hola, hola. Okay, continuing with our mole, okay? So in here, and maybe you can show them what the paste looks like. So it's a mole paste. See in here, I don't know if it's too dark, but it's in here. And what we're gonna add to this is, since we have 2 of the packets, we're gonna add 4 cups of chicken broth. There we go. And we're gonna cook. Remember that this is going to incorporate and it's gonna thicken as we cook, okay? Directions for this mole is also in the recipe, but it also has instructions in the back, so it's super easy when you buy those little packs, okay? Gonna start stirring my mole because we want our mole to cook just like that. So those little pouches have so much flavor, okay, you guys? Look at that. We're gonna start cooking our mole. And remember that this sauce is going to thicken a bit as we cook and as that chicken broth evaporates a bit and incorporates with our concentrate. Con nuestra pasta de mole. So while that cooks, we're gonna talk about fillings, you guys. Okay, we're gonna talk about fillings. We're gonna talk about what we need. So you need about 12 to 14 tortillas, corn tortillas. I like my Northgate tortillas. You're gonna need 1.5 cups of shredded chicken. And today when I'm more in a hurry, I just grab a rotisserie chicken from Northgate, Pollo asado, and I take off the bones and I take off the skin and I shred my chicken, okay? But today I had a little bit of time, so I actually cooked my chicken, and this is all chicken breast, and you need 1.5 cups to fill up our enmoladas, okay? We need half an onion cut into little rings, just like this. And then we need sesame seeds, this is just for garnish. And we also need Crema, my favorite, Cacique, and Queso Cotija, okay, for toppings. And for filling, right, what I have right here is I have 2 pounds of sweet potato. And let me know if you guys have any questions. 2 pounds of sweet potato that I peeled and that I cut into large pieces. You don't have to be rough. You can see roughly chopped pieces. You don't need like little fine pieces or anything, because this is going to become a mash. And what I did is I cover to cook my sweet potato. I cover my sweet potatoes with just enough water in a pot and a little pinch of salt. I bring to a boil. Always start your potatoes or your sweet potatoes in cold water and bring to a boil. And what I do is I cook them just until they're fork tender. We don't need them to be, you just need them to be fork tender, okay, you guys? And make sure when you have to strain them, make sure you get rid of all that extra liquid, okay? Because you don't want a super puree, liquidy filling. You want it like more like a mash, okay? That's what we're looking for. So here I have my already cooked, boiled, strained, peeled sweet potato. This is our camote filling. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of butter. Yes, 4 tablespoons of butter. Delicious. And I'm gonna turn off the heat because we don't need that much heat for our filling. But I needed them to be a little bit hot so that butter will melt, okay? Perfect. So what I have here is I have 4 tablespoons of butter with my sweet potato. I just want them to be just a little hot enough for the butter to melt. It's melting perfectly. And then we're going to add, this already smells good and it's not even seasoned or top up with mole or anything like that yet. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And we're gonna do 1 sprig of thyme that I finely chopped, that you do wanna finely chop. You don't wanna use a little piece of tomillo. have it on your teeth. And we're gonna start mashing, okay? Puré de camote. Interesting combination, I agree, but they're so good. They pair so well with the mole. The sweet potato is sweet on its own, and it's also a little bit earthy, so it's a great filling. You can also do potatoes if you're not into sweet potatoes. But I always like to have an option for my enmoladas and my enchiladas. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm gonna mash a little bit more. Ooh, this smells so good, you guys. The butter, the sweet potato, thyme. Gonna get rid of this guy. And then I'm going to give it a little perfect. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for smooth, but we're not looking for liquidy, okay? Nice little filling for our enmoladas. Oh my God, that smells so good. Is anybody cooking along? Camera lady is not paying attention.
I don't think so. I think they're all just
We're good.
watching you. I'm like,
not you, my camera
no,
lady.
but you have to. One of us has to pay attention.
No. I'm talking about the one here in the back.
That looks so good.
So puree de camote, super easy, super simple. Now we're gonna season. I'm gonna try it, and I'm just gonna season it. So good. I'm gonna season with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, and we're gonna set aside. There we go. Okay. Hey, you already got a Thanksgiving side ahead. A recipe for your Thanksgiving, because these sweet potatoes matches so good. Big pepper. Pimienta. And remember, season to taste. So good. That's gonna pair really well with our mole. I'm gonna set aside for when we're filling, okay? Let's check out our mole. This still needs to melt and it still needs to continue to cook. So I'm gonna turn up the heat a bit. Any questions, comments, concerns?
I think we're good.
I can smell my oil, and this is for my tortillas that we're gonna flash fry, okay? So these enmoladas are so easy that we're not even going to make taquitos or roll them up. We're just literally gonna close them up like quesadillas, okay? They're that easy. I want my mole to thicken a bit before we get started. I'm just gonna add a little pinch of salt to my mole. Anybody have a enchilada or favorite type of enchilada? Enmolada, enmolatada.
Las Suizas.
Suizas, yes. They're so good. I think those might be my favorite enchiladas Suizas. Camera lady in the back, you have a favorite enmolada or enchilada type filling?
Suizas.
Suizas as well?
Yeah.
You?
Chicken.
Chicken? O sea, enchiladas normales.
De
Yeah.
cangrejo.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Lobster
I-
enchiladas.
Yeah, we've made lobster enchiladas before and they're so good. De camarón también, de camarón con queso.
So the audience has queso fresco and onion.
Ooh.
Enmoladas with mole rojo are amazing with fresh cheese and onion.
Yes. No, everybody's hungry now. So our sauce is starting to thicken, but I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes because I did do 2 packs in here. Qué rico. Me transporté a Oaxaca con este mole. It smells like el mercado. It smells so good.
Honestly, it's one of my favorite moles. It is
It's
so good.
Buying the mole, the cashier, she's like, "Is it good?" And I'm like, "It's really good. You should try it since you
It smells so good.
try it because sometimes you don't want to make your mole poblano from scratch. You sometimes want to do something quick, and it's super easy, and the packaging's pretty. And did you see? No mess. The little bag, no mess. So good. And you don't need a lot of things. So if you just buy this and you have water in your house, you can make mole negro in minutes. Okay?
And I'm going to give a commercial. If you follow them on Instagram, they come up with the best recipes.
Oh,
It's
they
like-
do. They have amazing recipes. I saw something like I think I saw like grilled shrimp with mole arriba. They have really good.
Huevos rancheros the other day with mole. Oh my God, I was like,
Okay. So for easier assembly of our enmoladas, I like to do a baking sheet. These enmoladas don't need to be baked because they're super easy. We're not gonna have our cheese mill. We're gonna use queso cotija and we're gonna use crema. So we don't need cheese or we don't need to bake them, okay? But I do like to assemble them in a baking sheet and it just makes life so much easier, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab half a cup of mole, of my mole sauce, which is still cooking, but I wanna show you what I do. I'm gonna do half a cup of mole in here. Because we want our tortillas to be soaked in mole after they're flash fried, okay? And since they're all gonna be with mole, the only thing that changes is the filling. So this was what I like to do, to get them started and coated in the morning. Just like that. I was looking for my tortillas. Okay. And we're gonna start flash frying our tortillas. And what I mean by flash frying is that we're literally gonna fry them about 10 seconds on each side, okay, on hot oil. I like to use avocado oil because it's a healthier oil and it's also a great oil for reaching high temperatures and it doesn't burn. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's start with our tortillas. And we want them to be, let's check if the oil is hot. Estaba chillando. Let me get it hot enough again. And I like to start with 1/4 cup of oil. And if I ran out of oil, I can always add more, but I like to start, since we're not deep frying, we're just flash frying, which is a quick fry. I like to start with half 1/4 cup. Is this in the way or you can see? Check on our mole. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Let's check on some rolls here. Still not red enough looking. This stove is so powerful. It gets hot like this and then. Any questions? We're good. Take a little water break. Our mole is looking good. There's always that trick of the wooden spoon in your oil to see the time. Try it. It starts to bubble. Okay. It's bubbling. It's getting there. Almost there, you guys. There we go. So you want your tortilla to be fried, but still pliable, not super crispy or anything, just pliable. And I like to work obviously in batches. So I'm gonna start frying my tortillas and then we're gonna place them in the mold. I'll show you. Fry them up. Okay, so that's a flash fry. We're gonna just leave it like that and I'm gonna place it right here, okay? What I'm gonna do is I like to coat it in mole, just like this. And then we're gonna just leave it there. And we're gonna continue to flash fry our tortillas. And we're just gonna set them right here. They can be overlapped. It's like a little enmolada station that we have going on here. There will be more mole on top of this, but this is really nice to incorporate the mole. Or any of your salsas, it doesn't have to be mole. If you're making enchiladas or tomatadas, I always like to flash fry them and then coat them in a little bit of salsa of the one you're gonna use. Get rid of any excess oil. It doesn't have to be perfectly coated. It can just be like this. Okay, continue to fry our flash fry our tortillas. So this is a great recipe to prep ahead. You can prep your mole a day in advance. You can do your camote filling, your sweet potato filling a day in advance. You can cook your chicken or shred your chicken a day in advance. So it's a super easy recipe. You could even have your tortillas flat fried and just like this in mole and then assemble them the next day. So it's a really easy recipe. Continue to fry to prep ahead. Stir. And this mole is so fragrant. It already smells like all those ingredients and spices that mole has. You can't even believe you're just adding 2 cups of chicken. So you're working on a nice little station, easy cleanup of your enmoladas. Of course, you can also have help and somebody can be on the tortilla, somebody can be on the mole, somebody can be on the fry. What the flash fry helps in actually coating them a little bit in salsa is that the coating is easy. It sticks easier to your, not the coating, the salsa sticks easier to your tortilla if it's flash fried and if it's coated in a little bit of the salsa that it's actually going to be coated in. So that's why we do this before. Any questions? Excess oil. What I like to do is I like to do 12 to 14 and half and half. Pollo and half of sweet potato, okay? Again, if you want to go all chicken, go for it. If you want to go all sweet potato, perfect. But actually having a sweet potato one on your plate and a chicken one on your plate is really good. It's a really good combo. Okay, we're gonna turn our mole off because all of that paste is incorporated and melted away. And also, it's also gonna thicken when it cools a little bit. So it's super piping hot right now.
Where do you get all these great ideas?
These recipes, if I'm honest, sometimes before I go to bed, and I have a little notebook on my side table, on my night table. Sometimes it's just during the day. Soy muy antojadiza. So I'm a person who is, ¿cómo se dice antojadiza en inglés? I crave a lot of things. And that's always been a thing of mine. Soy muy antojadiza. So things that I dream up, I tend to try and cook them. Not all ideas are good. Some are and others are turned into recipes like this. So that's where I get it. I'm gonna turn our oil off, and you would continue to cook, flash fry your tortillas, and you would continue with the rest of it. Okay, I'm gonna show you because this is what it's in my baking sheet right now. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use 3 tablespoons for a filling, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill up only half, like I mentioned, half of our tortilla, just like that. About tablespoons, just like that, okay? And then we're gonna fold them. And here is where you're gonna use your hands, and everything's okay. Okay, enmoladas. There you go. I'm gonna continue, and I'm gonna grab 3 tablespoons of my camote filling. And your filling is super flavorful. It has garlic, it has butter. It's a great filling and a great pairing with that mole, smoky, spicy mole, okay? Just like that. I'm gonna do one more. Camote. Here we have both, not vegetarian, we have both lovers of tenemos casa dividida. La mitad les gusta de pollo, la mitad les encantan de camote. So when I make the camote ones, some people are really happy. Then we're gonna continue on with chicken. Same with chicken, it's about 3 tablespoons of your filling. Okay, let's do chicken.
Veronica
Yes.
Romo says you need to have your own cookbook.
Well, thank you, Veronica. It's in my plans. It's in my plans. Hopefully
Someday.
On your 3-year strategic plan, but I said,
Yes. First, I have to get this book out of the oven and then see. And then we'll see where life takes us. But yes. Pollito. And like we all know, pollo and mole are the perfect marriage, if there is such a thing, but yes, there is. Por una comida sí existe eso, ¿eh?
Merly says, qué delicia, qué buenas y saludables recetas.
Yes.
Jessica says congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Dalila says, voy a llegar a hacer unas enmoladas, se ven deliciosas.
Y fáciles, amiga, ¿eh? Tan facilitas. Even the mole poblano from my other class, I could say it was also easy. Pero esto sí está muy fácil.
This is a true hack.
Yes, it is. Perfect. So, okay, this is what they look like. They're just assembled, and now we're going to plate. What you can do is you can serve them family style. You can serve them all in a baking dish and pour the mole over the enmoladas. Or what I like to do is I like to do individuals for this one because I feel like they're easier to eat, and then everybody can choose what they're gonna have. So what we're going to do is I'm going to plate. Let me find it first. I'm going to plate una de camote, una de pollo. The crowd here is tan hambrientos, los muchachos andan hambrientos.
They're salivating.
Yes, they are. And then we're gonna do so camote, pollo, camote, you can do whatever you choose. That's what we're gonna go for right now. Este molecito. I'm gonna switch our filling with our mole. Uf, se me hizo agua la boca. Like you said, easy, quick. Question? Yes.
No, Jessica says some cheese enmoladas with an egg on top.
Uf, qué rico de desayunito. Oh, actually, you
With an
can eat
egg
that
on top.
any day. And my dad says with a beer on the side, so. So I'm gonna plate with mole. Just like that. Vean esta delicia, facilito, rapidito. Let's get our, and I also have another great hack. Que por poquito se nos olvidaba. Pero ahorita les voy a platicar de un topping mío favorito con el mole, which is fried Platano Macho, and that today I bought at Northgate and I didn't have to cook. So what we're gonna do, estas enmoladas, we're going to add our cebollita. First, we're gonna have to try. Just like that, cebollita en aros. Then we're going to do quesito cotija. You can do as much as you'd like. Oof. Then we are going to do our crema. I love Cacique's Crema, which is already easy to pour. Uf, vean esto, vean esta delicia. Vean esta delicia. Love crema. And then before I add my final touches, so this is fried plantain que compro en Northgate, that I buy at Northgate, and we are going to slice it. Let me find a, I want to find a smaller piece so we can. Muchachos, esto. This looks so good, you guys. It smells, I wish you guys could smell this. It Smells amazing.
So Jessica wants to know if you toast the sesame seeds, and if yes, what's the best way?
I like to buy mine already toasted, but if you buy them not toasted, what I like to do is I like to toast them with no oil, just a dry skillet, and you just toast them a little bit on. You don't want to do too hot of a skillet because they start to pop, kind of like popcorn. I don't know, but they start to like rise up and when it's too hot. So it's just a little quick little brush on the skillet with the sesame seeds if you want them to be toasted. Or you can buy them. Northgate sells them toasted. Okay, then we're gonna top up with you guys. There you go. Enmoladas de pollo y de camote, topped off with some plátano macho, some crema mexicana de cacique, queso cotija.
They look delicious.
And we're gonna have to try that. Because we have to. Even though I've tried these, but I'm gonna be the royal food tester today. Okay. Camote de pollo. That's my only dilemma when I make two different fillings. But I have both, so I'm gonna.
Fry camote so I can get the pollo one.
Okay. Para todos. Uf. With some crema. So good, you guys. Please remember, if you make these, tag me, tag Northgate, tag MiMole. They'll be so happy if you actually cook with their products. Look at that. Uf, qué rico. Enmoladas de pollo y de camote. A different filling, easy to make, easy to prep ahead. There you go. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having us, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, and see you soon at our next class. Hasta luego, Isabela.
Thank you.
Questions. Looks
Questions?
delicious. I'll make them for my son. I can eat mole, Alicia. Great class. When is the next one? Jessica.
Next class, I believe, is October 12th. Pastel Azteca. Sign up. Oh, I haven't posted the link yet, but
Dalila says thank you.
no, thank you guys. Gracias y buen provecho.